Okay to take some time for yourself, to breathe, to regain your strength. That's how you find your way back.
FM. Doing it for you every single day. Scott LaRock, Red Hot. Chrissy D, Red Hot. Full Clip, Red Hot. Red Hot. Daddy Big, Red Hot. Indian and Chris Red Hot. Infamous The Red Hot. Black Rose Supreme, Red Hot. DJ Master, Red Hot. Rico Love, Red Hot. DJ Kofi, aka The Doctor, Red Hot. 95.3 FM.
Wherever you are in the world, a pleasant evening to one and all. Thank you very much, Connection Sounds. Yours truly, Trevor Thorne from Commentator Sports Incorporated, alongside Marissa Lindsay. This match is Match 23 of the 2025 Prime Minister's Cup, Group E, in effect, for Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. Up in the first match, orange jerseys of Bagatelle FC coming up against the pink and sky blue of Technique FC. 4-2-3-1 versus 4-3-3, if you know what that language really means. The Bagatelle team, the history in the 2025 season will show a draw against the defending champions UWI Blackbirds in the first matchup, and the second game they lost 2-1 to Lodge Road. Technique, slightly different story here. Technique beating Lodge Road 3-2 in the first match on September 1st. And in the second game, UWI Blackbirds, same slippery conditions, slipped and slided into a 2-0 victory over Technique. And that match was at Bridgefield in St. Thomas. So similar conditions this evening, because it is a point in time in the calendar where we get the rainfall, and we surely did get some rain in the center of the island where we are located. St. George, no sea, so no back doors, and all circulated by land, St. George's, and therefore the rain came tumbling down a few times, and that gives us the slippery yet brilliant conditions for the sliding tackles, slide at far post and finish, diving header, sliding on your stomach, you name it. You can do all of it here at Glebe, St. George. Thanks to the tech team, crystal clear from my homeland, St. George to be precise. And we have kickoff with the Technique team on the right-hand side, looking for more possession, but giving it up rather cheaply. The Technique team, as you can see, as they turn, the earth is moving. Not sure it's going to move to please, but if you got the right footwear, you definitely can do the damage over here. Absolutely. Referee this evening, Mr. Adrian Goddard. It's Mr. Goddard's first appearance as a center referee for the 2025 Prime Minister's Cup, having previously officiated as the fourth official in the Wales versus Paradise, Wales 3 Paradise 1 at Gall Hill St. John, and also Gall Hill 2, Wharton 1, played at Bridgefield in St. Thomas, and he also officiated in the Britain's Hill 5, Silver Sands 2 at Friendship as well. There's the history. This is where the teams start to rock and roll here in the first game. It's Bagatelle in possession, going over to that right-hand side and pushing it a little bit too far. Current score 0-0. Bagatelle in orange 0. Pink and sky blue of Technique FC 0. It's a Technique throw on the left. And when Marissa comes back, I will furbish you with the starting 11s, exactly where they're playing and what the formations mean for the two teams this evening. We say a pleasant evening to Marissa Lindsay.
Good evening, Trevor. An absolutely beautiful night here at the Glebe St. George for this opening matchup between Technique and Bagatelle, two young, talented team. And so far, as we can see, it's Technique that has so far hugged the possession against Division 2 side Bagatelle.
So 2 minutes in, as we pick up the 11s. In goal for Technique, Stefan Blackett, the number 23. Ably assisted by a back four this evening of Arian Goslin, the number 18 at left back. Right back is Sion De Souza Maxwell, the 22. Centre backs, Zayden Hackett, 20, and Ronaldo Walker, the number 15. Middle of their midfield, Christian John defending. Right-hand side, number 11, Xavier Bain, and on the left-hand side, a new acquisition, Kevon Dottin, the number 14. And up front, on the right-hand side, playing brilliant with his left foot, Antonio Beeks, the captain, number 7. On the left-hand side, it's number 19, Evan Prescott. And the striker this evening, right on top, to look to put the ball into the back of the net, Nathaniel Straker, wearing 10. For Bagatelle, Romario Brown's the number 1 keeper. Back 4 from left to right. Number 3, Jalen Phillips. Number 12, the captain, Stefan Cumberbatch. Number 19, Terrell Bennett. And over to the right-hand side, Raquelmere Knight, wearing 6. Middle of their midfield, 2 defensive men in Micah Mings. In fact, Mings pushes forward, leaving a slot for Jalen Cumberbatch, number 4, and Darrell Hunt, number 16. They will tie down the middle of the midfield defensively. Attacking will be Micah Mings, 18, and front 3, Renico Williams, wearing 13 on the left, Therese King, number 11, on the right. Up front, Nicholas Gibbs, the number 14. 5 minutes in. Both teams 50-50 possession. And as the ball comes back, a couple of balls on the field there. In fact, yes, we started with the one we have now. It's Bagatelle with Bennett. Floats one up the field. Defensive header. Ball falls kindly there for Cumberbatch, Jaleel Cumberbatch. And Cumberbatch, let's say he passed his boot there. Referee Goddard has brought it back. It'll be a throw-in from right on that spot, he says. Or will it be a free kick? It's more like a free kick from here. 5 minutes in. Bagatelle with Raquelmere Knight, pushing that one forward. First man to it is Therese King, number 11. Ball played inside for the left foot shot on 6 minutes. Harmless for goalkeeper Bennett. No problems. That one sliding past his left post. Goal kick to Technique after 6 minutes. 0-0 the score in this, the first match of a doubleheader.
Yes, Trevor, and just a quick correction. I must put some respect on Bagatelle's name. They've been promoted to the Premier League, so that was an oversight on my part. And they've certainly worked hard on the coach, Nicholas Cullimore and company, to get them to where they're at today. So congratulations to them, playing against the Technique side, who has also gained promotion, but they are now going to be playing in Division 1. So it's expected to be a very good matchup between these two teams. Obviously, Bagatelle would want to stamp their authority on this particular encounter, especially given that they will be featuring in top flight football very soon. So they would want to show Technique who run things, perhaps.
7 in. That's a near post ball. Doesn't have the accuracy to make its way onto the field. And that's surprising. You want your set pieces to work in your advantage quite early. Team that scores the early goal has the bragging rights and can dictate the pace of the game as well. But on this occasion, Bagatelle off target. Ball down the right is Technique. Evans Prescott tries to play the 1-2, but gives away the possession. Here comes Renico Williams into the middle of the midfield. Darrell Hunt getting in a battle as a player climbs all over his back. And with just about 8 minutes in, both teams now getting familiar with the slippery surface here at the Glebe in St. George. And the team that settles first and can get their shots on target. Keepers watch out, that ball is going to move. And when it hits the surface, only the best keepers will be able to hold them in. Any loose balls, strikers can get onto them quite easily and finish that second ball as it rebounds off the keepers. So tips there for both teams, exactly how they're going to do it. We'll see how they execute as we're only into the 8th minute here. All football this evening is do or die, because I've been executed and played 2 games. This is the last chance to get any points at all on the board to secure first, second, and a possible best third place team as well. Won't be easy. Bagatelle having to defend in numbers, including the keeper calling for it, but the defense doesn't want to leave it for him. Striker might pop in at the back door. Chance at near post, easy take in the end. As Blackett goes low to the surface and picks it up. All black this evening with the 70s afro into minute 9. And ball game halted for a moment as some sorting out to do on this near side. Referee Goddard comes over. I'm sure he's going to have a word with his technical team as we're into minute 10 and the game brought to a halt. We've seen referee Goddard and top referee administration in Mr. Trevor Taylor having a chat about something technical. In the meantime, Bagatelle and Technique, as you can see Technique's on the screen, they've come together in a huddle and they're working their way through what the referee is going to advise just about now. He's calling the 2 captains together. So both Stefan Cumberbatch on the right and Antonio Weeks on the left. If we can pick that up. A little bit of a mid-pitch conference. There's a floodlight that's given a little bit of trouble. Been flashing on and off for a little while. So they seem to have had a conversation and they're going to play on. Although that light has a slight issue, as you said, comes on and goes off. So we'll probably get the technicians in to have a look at that, but hasn't stopped the game. 11 minutes in, throwing to Bagatelle. Jalen Phillips wearing 3. In the foreground, you can see assistant referee number 1 in Tonya Dean. Good evening to you. AR number 2 is young Kevon Bishop. And the 4th official, Mr. Nigel Marshall, all present and accounted for. As game continues to roll here in rural countryside of St. George, dubbed the bread basket because they produce so much food. St. George, and had a splendid time with them in the regathering celebrations back in June. We look forward now to the regathering in Christchurch, another one of my parishes, having donned the gear and won trophies with the pride of Gall Hill in my former years. Aaron Seeley and Terry Seeley at the helm of the team at that time. And they're going to have some celebrations on the 23rd of this month at Foundation School. Probably give you a few details a little bit later on. But they're going to bring out the old stalwarts, Terry and Air, yours truly, and a few other top players. Putting on some boots, and we're going to challenge one of them bragging rights teams to something major. 13 in to this encounter. Again, nothing between the two. Bagatelle in possession on that left-hand side. Ball floated over to the right. In fact, over to the left this time from the right-hand side. Chance for some skills to be exhibited. Ball will across the 18-yard box, up into the air and cleared. Bagatelle first to it again. Decent ball outlet down the left-hand side. Can he reach it in time? Yes, he can, but the tackle is excellent as well. Throwing. Going to the technique team. It's present even to the vendors as well. Remember, nice and tidy in your areas, and therefore you won't have to do much tidying up at the very end. 13 in, Marissa. 50-50 possession, would you agree?
Certainly, Trevor, but I find the teams have not yet settled. So perhaps, as you rightfully mentioned earlier, once they can settle, and the team that settles first, perhaps we will see the opening goal. But I notice, going back to what you mentioned in terms of the keeper, this Techniques goalkeeper, Stefan Blackett. You know, normally we will see Kai Cunningham Ward in the goal bar, but tonight he's being rested. So young Blackett has been given the opportunity, and I'm sure he would want to impress his coach.
Yeah, 40 minutes in then, so we'll see what both Romario Brown in goal for Bagatelle and Stefan Blackett have behind those gloves. Here's a shot of Blackett, looking fairly comfortable at this point in time. Plays a left-footed pass, 10 yards down, over to this right-hand side, and throwing to Technique.
Bagatelle also playing their second choice goalkeeper, Romario Brown. Normally they will have Ronaldo Roach in the goal bar as well, but he is being rested, so seems that perhaps the first choice keepers are given the opportunity to rest for whatever reason.
Either rest or injury, you would think there, Marissa.
Certainly.
Can't rule out the injury. Ball into the 18-yard box, taken down brilliantly. Left foot shot coming off the defender's body last. Technique in possession. Down the left. First to the ball is Bagatelle, however. Again, Technique using Blackett. Blackett showing a little bit of nerves there and trying to clear, splices it off the right boot and gives away the easiest corner you'll see all evening long here at the Glebe. Here's a shot of the management of the Technique FC team, Adrian Mapp and his assistants there having a chat. I'm sure he's a little annoyed at why the player didn't take his time to clear. Coming across the right-hand side, tackle is strong, and there's a late one coming from Jaleel Cumberbatch, and immediately 16 minutes in we see referee Adrian Goddard going to his top pocket for a caution. That's a surprise, Mercer, a bit early, but he's seen enough and he's decided to place that first caution into the face of Jaleel Cumberbatch playing that defensive midfield for Bagatelle.
Yes, Trevor, and this Technique side, fairly young team, and you mentioned Coach Mapp, but also you have Sean Granderson there, and he has certainly been doing a lot of work behind the scene with this young team, bringing them to this point, and they've reaped success, so let's hope we can see what they're made of tonight, especially with the likes of Captain Antonio, their leading goal scorer throughout the season. And he is certainly led by example, along with Christian John and Evans Prescott and company. So certainly they will want to make a good impression here this evening against this Bagatelle team, who, like I mentioned, along with St. Andrew Lions, have gained promotion into the BFA. And that's a goal, Trevor. Oh my goodness. And it is Bagatelle, as I was now mentioning their names, that has gotten on the score sheet. Nicholas Gibbs, the man up front, doing the business for Bagatelle tonight. And their lead Technique 1-0 tonight at the Glebe. And let us watch that replay again, Trevor.
Ball Ball play back to Blackett. Too slow. Sleeping at the wheel. Pocket picked. Ball into the back of the nets. Gibbs. Sharp as a razor for Bagatelle. Gets his first for the evening. Bagatelle 1. Technique 0 after 18 minutes.
Yes, Trevor, the level of inexperience there showed from young Blackett, who clearly did not do his job as he should have in that particular moment. There's no way that you should allow Nicholas Gibbs to just walk and take such a simplest of finish there inside the 6-yard box. Unfortunate, but hopefully Blackett will improve as the game goes on. But as we said, it is Bagatelle 1, Technique 0 in the 19th minute.
You can take a quick peek and perhaps change your mind, but your first option is already made up, having surveyed perhaps right the way around on your left side or your right. But on that occasion, he controlled it, had a look down at the ball, and then tried to decide perhaps what he was going to do with it. Cardinal mistake in defensive football, and therefore, and then give Bagatelle the easiest of opportunities, easiest of goals to finish. And with that 1-0, Bagatelle, if they can maintain this lead to the end of the match, will move to 4 points, leapfrogging Technique and Lodge Road straight into second. But remember, there's another game coming between the Blackbirds and Lodge Road after, which means they can increase their point standings and go even further. But it'll put Bagatelle in a good position for either a second place or even a best third place, because a couple of the best third place teams are going through to the round of 16. The loser here tonight, see you next year for sure. So that's what's going to be at stake. There'll be tears all the way back home if you lose here this evening. The winners, pop some champagne, yeah, some pain, you'll be off to the round of 16, almost sure or guaranteed of that being the best second, one of the best second place teams, or even one of the best thirds as well. 21 on our clocks here. Bagatelle continue to lead Technique 1-0.
Yes, Trevor.
Into minute 22, Marissa. Bagatelle defending. A throw-in with a throw-in on their left-hand side as they look to get this one out of the defense, take the pressure off, and maintain the 1-0 lead.
Yes, Trevor, I think Technique, if they are to avoid such close calls there in the defensive third, will need to cover goalkeeper Blackett a bit more. The defenders perhaps may need to do a bit more to protect him, because it seems that the inexperience is showing somewhat. But like I said, there's room for improvement always.
He's going to need to improve 100% at this stage. We're only 22, 23 minutes in, and he has to go for as long as he can until he's ready to call on another keeper to come if he loses his confidence. Right foot shot coming in to Bagatel's Romario Brown, and he shows us exactly how to take it in the chest. Doesn't let it bounce out. No slippery gloves there. Excellent take in the end. Technique on the right-hand side. The Susan Maxwell getting involved there. And a clearance, as you can see, going horribly wrong as well. He meant to clear it up the field, and it hit the outside of the boot, slipped off, and almost ended up into his own net for the Bagatelle team. Technique almost on chance with a goal there, but got the lucky bounce, and it slipped off the, in this case, the correct area, and into touch for a corner. Techniques. Kevon Dottin, far side, as we say. Good evening to the Dottins. We know there's plenty of Dottins in St. George. Kevon having some of the family members of, I'm almost sure if it is a superlative would be the place, I think it is. I know a few St. George people as well. 24 minutes in, down the line for Bagatelle, as they look to crown off a very successful Division 1 campaign, having won the title and being promoted to the highest league of football in Barbados. It's the Barbados Football Association's Premier League, and Bagatelle will be kicking in that 10-team tournament next season. Here's Technique to put this one back in play, hopefully successfully for them. It's a defensive header, chance to prod it forward. Solid tackle coming in. Technique not calling a name, and therefore any player going for it will create bare confusion. You can't lose this. Thank you. The Premier League will now contain St Andrew Lions, Bagatelle, Weymouth Wales, Brennans Hill, Ellerton FC, UWI Blackbirds, Gold Hill, Kickstart Rush, Paradise as well, up in that mix. So, as well as Wharton, I must add, Wharton for sure, coming in. A very close 8th position Wharton did, and therefore still remain in the Premier League. Not a great season though. Chance for Technique to come out, spread it across to this right-hand side and finding Seon De Souza Maxwell, square ball into the box. The first touch is from Nathaniel Strick as he looks to parry it towards goal, but he didn't catch it correctly, and it popped up easily for a clearance. Far post ball from the Bagatelle men as they look to maintain the possession. They've lost it, only to gain it and to lose it again. Some feisty play from Xavier Bain on that left-hand side. Two players going at it 50-50, and in the end, referee Goddard has blown his whistle. Gives up the possession on that far side. Those at Charro Bridge, you can hear me. We have Prime Minister's Cup football. Come on over. Those in the valley, and those up in Salisbury and Gun Hill and Ellerton and Greens, you name it. I can see the faces here now. Welcome to the first of 2 matches in the Prime Minister's Cup. Throwing to Technique. Antonio Weeks. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Gosling with the restart there. Beg your pardon, Mr. Weeks. But the throw-in goes a begging. Quick take. Cumberbatch, Stefan Cumberbatch, captain of Bagatelle, former Wales man. Again, ball splicing off of a Bagatelle boot there, and I think he should have used his left foot to clear, swivel and clear. Instead he went for the right foot, and he's facing his own goal. Can only mean one thing. Ball will slip off the right and head for a corner. So a couple of technical mistakes from the technique team will surely be corrected on the training ground, but this is not the place to correct them. Training ground certainly is. Any mistakes here will be punished, as we see assistant ref number 2, Kevon Bishop there on the far side, right next to the corner taker. Will swing it in left-footed, high into the St. George here. And ball coming off the defender's head after the striker struck it with the forehead into minute 29. Thanks to the fans that have offered us congratulations as far as commentators go. They're saying it's some of the best that they've heard. And that bullet header, brilliantly put on target by Raquel May Knight, I think it was, for Bagatelle, standing still and burying a header from just about 12 yards. And Stefan Blackett, welcome to the party, son. Right in the correct position at the right time. A second bite at it, and he parries it around the corner. Blackett to the rescue here on 30 minutes, Marissa. He's looking good again after 30 minutes of football.
Absolutely redeeming himself after that horrible opening goal there. Making 2 fantastic saves there just now. And that's a long-range strike and beautifully parried away by Blackett, showing that he can hold his own. You may not always get it right, but he can hold his own, Trevor. As the ball is cleared away, and Weeks looks to swing at this one, but Bagatelle has regained control of it, and Renika Williams, the man on that left wing all night for them, is trying to take the attack to Technique, who will look to clear the ball forward, going down the right. And there is Jalen Phillips at left back for Bagatelle.
Marissa, these delays in letting the ball bounce will invite a tackle or a body check that you really don't want. You need to play the ball, get to it early and play it, because as it slows up, it's going to invite a tackle coming down. It's taking too long to get to the surface, and by that time, a player will swarm around you like a bee to honey, and they won't be swarming around to say hello, you know. There'll be a tackle. It's a man's game in this case. The men are playing this evening, and even if it was ladies football, it'll be a solid tackle as you try to chest control it or pull it down to make it look decent. Tackles all the way. You must know, and he's learning the hard way. Sion D'Souza Maxwell there. He got quite a long name, and he took quite a long time for the ball to come down as well. And as it took that time, he was welcomed to St. George with a solid tackle. Wins possession to give this possession to Bagatelle, however. And Technique trying to prod it inside. Good reading from Bagatelle's Darrell Hunt then. He knew he was going to go to that right-hand side. Showed him the left, made him play right, and then stuck out the right boot to prod it back into touch. 22 on our clocks.
Yes.
About 32 on our clocks, and that's number 22 with the throw. Technique down the right-hand side. Ball, although it's slippery, the ball needs to move quickly still. There it is, the attacking header, decent ball down the right. Antonio Beeks onto it. Can he reach it in time? No. He's run out of turf as it makes its way over the goal line. Goal kick to Bagatelle on 33 minutes. And what's separating the teams? Well, one goal. Goal scored by Nicholas Gibbs on 18 minutes for Bagatelle, with some misunderstanding in the technique. 6-yard box. Gibbs prodded home to get his first of the evening. Bagatelle with the 1-0 lead over Technique.
This one is certainly going to be physical because I'm certain Technique is going to want to respond by halftime to this 1-0 lead that Bagatelle has gained. And certainly Bagatelle, on paper, perhaps has the advantage, but Technique is capable, and I'm certain they're going to look to fight back as they challenge for the possession, Trevor.
So again, ball falling 50-50 there. Who wants it most will get it. Quick little back heel as Bagatelle come out on the left-hand side. Ooh, bit of a power failure. Lights down on 34 minutes here at the Glebe in St. George. 34 minutes in, and it looks like some type of power failure or tripping there. Just be a few moments.
For you every single day. Scott LaRock, Red Hot, Chrissy D, Red Hot, Full Clip, Red Hot, Daddy Big, Red Hot, Indian and Chris Red Hot, Infamous the Red Hot, Black Rose Supreme, Red Hot, DJ Master, Red Hot, Rico Love, Red Hot, DJ Cookie, aka The Doctor, Red Hot, 95.3 FM.
The Prime Minister's Cup is proudly brought to you by Rude Boy, Hits 106.7, Hot 95.3 FM, 98.1 The One, CBC, and Body Bliss Zone.
Breathe to regain your strength. That's how you find your way back.
Now it in a one back, it in your handbag, your knapsack, it in your backpack. The smell of your girlfriend contact, some boy not know this. I'm only come around like tourists on the beach with a few club service, bedtime stories, and pose like them.
Here with our exceptional massage therapy services for kids and adults, any age, any gender. Book your appointment today and embark on a journey to wellness and rejuvenation. Rediscover or revitalize you.
Jam rock, jam for the dogs and jam back. Out now within a one back. It inna your handbag, your knapsack, it inna your backpack. The smell of give your girlfriend contact. Some boy not know this. Them only come around like tourists on the beach with a few club sodas, bedtime stories, and pose like them men Chuck Norris.
It's okay to take some time for yourself, to breathe, to regain your strength. That's how you find your way back.
FM. Doing it for you every single day. Scott LaRock, Red Hot. Chrissy D, Red Hot. Full Clip, Red Hot. Red Hot. Daddy Big, Red Hot. Indian and Chris Red Hot. Infamous The Red Hot. Black Rose Supreme, Red Hot. DJ Master, Red Hot. Rico Love, Red Hot. DJ Kofi, aka The Doctor, Red Hot. 95.3 FM.
Discover the ultimate indulgence in self-care with our exceptional massage therapy services for kids and adults, any age, any gender. Book your appointment today and embark on a journey to wellness and rejuvenation. Rediscover or revitalize you.
Hot 95.3 FM. Doing it for you every single day. Scott LaRock, Red Hot. Chrissy D, Red Hot. Full Clip, Red Hot. Red Hot. Daddy Big, Red Hot. Indian and Chris Red Hot. Infamous The Red Hot. Black Rose Supreme, Red Hot. DJ Master, Red Hot. Rico Love, Red Hot. DJ Kofi, aka The Doctor, Red Hot. Hot 95.3 FM.
Jam rock, jam for the dogs and jam back. Pop now within a one back. It inna your handbag, your knapsack, it inna your backpack. The smell of your girlfriend contact. Some boy not know this. I'm only come around like tourists on the beach with a few club sodas. Bedtime stories and pose like them men Chuck Norris.
It's okay to take some time for yourself, to breathe, to regain your strength. That's how you find your way back. It's okay to take some time for yourself, to breathe, to regain your strength. That's how you find your way back.
Discover the ultimate indulgence in self-care with our exceptional massage therapy services for kids and adults, any age, any gender. Book your appointment today and embark on a journey to wellness and rejuvenation. Rediscover or revitalize you.
With the electricity and lighting, this match and the following match have been postponed. Football postponed until further notice. Please check the social medias for further details. But the final word tonight: football in total postponed due to the technical difficulties with the floodlights. We apologize for the inconvenience caused and look forward to putting out further notices as to the next set of fixtures during the week. Thanks for choosing the Prime Minister's Cup. And again, we apologize for any inconvenience caused. Safe journey home, folks, and we'll see you in a couple of days' time. Thank you.